Hey everybody, well we made it. You know what they say, better late than
never. We had a little bit of technical difficulties connecting to YouTube, so it took us a couple minutes to get on, but we are happy to finally be on with you all.
We certainly are. Just want to thank everyone and everybody's support. We just love how you love these Q&As so much. You know what? Abby and I started these Q&As at the beginning of the summer or the middle of the summer. I can't even remember.
I think it was like beginning of August or something.
Was it? Okay, all right.
Maybe in July.
And I just said, you know what? Let's do some Q&As because there was a lot of questions, and I just thought, let's do Q&As and get them out of the way.
Yeah, we thought it'd just be a couple, just because there was like a backlog of questions, and then we were like, oh wow, this is just going to keep going.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We love it.
Yeah. And who would have known that you actually wanted answers?
Yeah.
Who would have known? Okay, I think it's beautiful. I think you're beautiful, and thank you for making us feel so special.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, we do. We feel special to be able to be here for you.
Really?
Right?
It's an honor.
Yeah, it is an honor. It's an honor, and we don't want to do anything except honor you. So understand, this is your show. We'll try to answer, we will answer every question with truth. And if we don't have an answer, we'll find it. Yep. And we definitely don't have all the answers.
Yeah.
You know what? I had a conversation with everyone, didn't I, the other day? And what did I say? We know nothing.
Yeah.
We know a little bit. We do know a little bit.
Yeah, we know some stuff, but
in
the grand scope of everything, we know nothing.
And I'll tell you why. Because
there's so much to know.
Yeah, and what we found is, and what I need my staff to understand is when they come to work for me, they don't just know nothing. They know things that would actually destroy them, their family, and me. Right. Because you don't know, well, you do know, because you're watching the show, but you've been programmed. You're still programmed. I'm still programmed. But, you know, that's the game. We said we could come down here to this human experience, right? And have our potential stolen from us. And then we would get it back, and we would rise out of the ashes like the phoenix and just recognize our spirit totally. Yeah.
Yeah, and lots of the times we just need that reminder that that's what we're here for. So that's what we're here to do for everybody.
Yeah.
Rise like the phoenix from the ashes.
That's right. So, and this will be our last 11 a.m.
Q&A.
Yeah,
we're going to switch it to 3 p.m. so everybody will be able to come on, because we had a lot of people calling in and sending us emails saying that they wish they could be a part of it, but it's during work time. So they wanted it during our other show hours, so that's what we did.
Yeah, and then so there'll be no Q&A this Friday.
Nope.
But on Monday, there will be a Q&A. I fly in. I got to go do a lecture for the World Organization of Natural Medicine with Ty Bollinger and some other doctors in Toronto. So if you're in Toronto, you want to check us out, come to Markham, Ontario, just above Toronto, and check that out. And what was I going to say? 3 o'clock on Monday. I fly in at I think it's 1:30.
Okay.
So I'll be here.
And running right into the studio.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. So we're going to talk about a couple little things before we get into the questions today.
Yeah.
So I was in a car accident. I've mentioned it a little bit on the Q&As back in August. So when it happened, I was turned this way because I saw the car coming. So my whole right side from about my T10 down to my SI joint has been really locked up, and it was almost like my hip was like literally lifted because of the adhesions that was like pulling everything together. So I had Jason, one of the therapists, work on my SI joint and my QL from my back side and lying on my side in fetal position, so he could get deeper into my actual waistline. And I just, as he was doing it, I was like, we're just not getting to the root of it. I could just tell. And so it felt amazing, relieved so much pain. And then I was talking with Dr. Wolfe here, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I have a knot or something right near my hepatic flexure, near my spine, right by my QL, right by my psoas. So we took a look at that on Friday.
So
what did we find?
Well, Abby laid on her back, okay? And you know you can't do this to someone who's any more than 20 pounds overweight. You won't be able to do this technique on them, okay? But she laid on her back, and I went in, and right about where her belly button is, okay?
And right above it.
Right above it, just above it. Well, I did that whole area though, right?
Yeah.
I did above it, Yeah, I did above it.
Yeah, you did from the belly button up.
Up.
Yeah.
And what I did is I went in with the Wolfe non-surgical technique, and I went in through her tummy and went into and in between the spinous process of the vertebrae, and I am released massive knots and scar tissue wrapped right around her spine. Now, let me tell you something. There's no massage therapist going to get that. There's no acupuncturist, no physiotherapist. There's no chiropractor going to get this. Okay, they're going to be trying to put the joints back in place, or they're going to try to do pressure work. But I actually went in there, and I'm telling you, we went in there in between the vertebrae, the spinous process, and in the vertebrae, wrapped around it, and I actually worked on a knot that was in front of the spine. How are you going to get that? How are you going to go in there and do that? So this is what we're trying to show you something that we've taken body work to, well, to the highest level. Nobody's done this before. Tell them how you felt after we did it. It was like
honestly the most insane feeling I've ever felt. I could feel so much energy flowing up and down my spine, but the feeling I felt from on my entire right side of my body, literally from the tip of my toes to the top of my head, was just like a surcharge of energy, but I could feel my entire hip just drop. It was like after it was worked on for like 5 minutes, it was just this slow pull of all the adhesions just pulling apart. And I actually felt taller. My posture was better. I felt I was like kind of leaning this way a little bit more, and I would always favor it because it was in such bad contraction, like right in where the waist is. So, yeah, and like this weekend I had way more energy than I have had lately.
It's your
and
spine.
I didn't even realize I was lacking that energy because you didn't know that physical block was really there. Well, I did know it was there, but I didn't know where it was.
Everybody knows it's there, but guess what? You know what? What do I hear from women, especially with breast cancer? I didn't know what to do, so I didn't want to do anything at all. I didn't want to go for chemo. I didn't want to go to radiation. I go, oh my God. So now we got a breast that's beef jerky.
Yeah.
We got a fibroid in there the size of a peach. Well, I know, but I didn't know what to do, so I just wanted to forget about it. Yeah, well now, don't you forget about anything. You got something you can't figure out about your body, you call us. Okay? All right? 100%. And I mean that. You call us. Don't you be scared anymore. This is losing human potential. You know, get your potential, be courageous, make the phone call. If we can't help you, we're going to send you to someone who can help you.
Yeah.
Everybody out there, you deserve to release. And remember something, her spinal column? Okay, so we know that spinal fluid has more light in it. Oh, wait a minute, light really? Yeah, it does. Find out, do your homework. But that light is carrying information. Your spinal fluid carries more information than your blood cells, and your blood cells are little light fairies. That's all they are. They're little ferry boats. But your spinal fluid is like off the chart. So it has more light in it than any other fluid in the body, okay? And that knot, that physical block, was causing an energy block. And you are energy. You know that. So every time we remove a physical block from Abby, she's going to rise with her spirit. So go ahead. Do all the praying, all the meditation you want. I'm not telling you not to, and I'm not saying it didn't help, but I'm telling you, we have to not forget we are a physical entity. We are physical. And with every physical block, it slows down energy. And guess what it does? You cannot slow down energy. Like, it's called a traffic jam. There's car accidents happening in your body. So when you've got beautiful energy that wants to move, and there's a physical block, that's called corruption. Okay, everything's corrupted here, and let's just keep on.
We have a lot of resistance.
Yeah, happening. so even this beautiful energy that is you is coming up against a physical block, which is causing what? Chaos. That in itself will cause inflammation, scar tissue formation, and dysfunction in the cells. So we've got to remove the physical block. So don't come to us. Go to somebody. If you don't want to come to us, go to somebody else. But you go to somebody and you remove every physical block from the body. We have a technique, and people come from all over the world, and they do, that are crippled up. And we'll tell them, we'll say, okay, so what could I do to be young again? Well, it's going to take about 20 hours, 25 hours of work. And they'll come here and they'll stay here for 3 weeks, and they'll stay here for even a month. But when they leave, they've got the body of a young person again. Okay, you got to understand something. Every little limp, every little knot. Oh, I got a knot in your tummy. Everywhere. All these physical blocks are stopping your energy. You're losing human potential.
Yeah.
And you know what? You're not going to get help out there, right? And any therapy that is actually like sanctioned by the government means it doesn't work. All it does, it's a Band-Aid. It's going to get you to the what? The next treatment.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and even the the therapies that do work, like massage is amazing, but they have watered it down. They've taken away the real healing power of massage.
How much kneading can you do?
Exactly.
How much wringing can you do? How much kneading with your thumbs can you do? None of this. Your hands cannot feel a problem. The technique with the Wolfe sculpturing technique that we teach, you can feel the smallest crystal from your elbow.
Yeah.
It is better than an X-ray. And look at it. I know I got a big mouth, but guess what? I want to be challenged. Challenge me. Tell me I'm wrong. Show me I'm wrong. I'd like that. Or tell me that I'm on the wrong track. And I'm not trying to say I want to be challenged, but when people challenge people and they challenge authority, which is like I'm talking from a place of authority, and you challenge them, then you're going to find out if their belief is actually good for you or it's not good for you.
Definitely.
Do they know what they're talking about? How many people in this world that are in the healthcare business really care, but they are dangerous?
Yeah.
Or if they're not dangerous, they're not satisfied. Because if I was a therapist and somebody came to me, even the first treatment, I know that I can do more in that treatment than they've ever had done. And guess what? How do you want to feel? If you're a practitioner, would you like to feel like that? Or would you like to feel like the practitioners in the healthcare field right now, that they know that they're never going to get the results that
they thought they would be able to get when they started their career.
So I know I stir things up, but I stir things up for a reason, because unless we stir things up, we don't know what our hidden potential is.
And it's so important to know that you have so much power in you. Authority, just because they're like the law says that they're above us, or doctors are better than us because they have all this education. No, we are all human beings. We are all on the same level. So do not think that you should go to a doctor and just accept what they have to say. You can question them. You can not agree with what they're saying. You can
need
go
to
to somebody
question
else.
Authority more than anything else.
Exactly. So like, that's the thing. That's why people get into trouble, because they just go in and trust and think that, oh, well, they said this is what I can do. This is my only option, so I'm just going to go with that. Always look for another option if it doesn't sit well with you. Because
that's right.
If it's wrong in your gut, that is your intuition telling you it's not the right path to go down. So always question, always look for different roads, and find the one that makes your tummy feel right.
And here's the deal. I need you to get this. When you call up, if you get me on the phone, talk to me like we're equals, please. Don't talk to me like I'm up here.
Totally.
Don't do that. And don't apologize. I'll make this short. I know you're busy. We're all busy. We love busy. People love being busy, don't they? I like being busy. Who wants to be bored? Yeah. But the reality is please don't apologize. And when you call, know that I'm going to be with you for that phone call. I'm not going to be trying to push you off, either as my staff. Understand, if you see me out on the street or you see me somewhere, because I travel a lot, come up to me and say, hi, Darrell, how you doing? You know, and tell me who you are. And let's give each other a big hug, and let's treat each other on the same level here. All right? No more putting doctors, no more putting people up on pedestals. As soon as you put them on pedestals, you're lowering yourself and saying, I don't have what it takes. What, you don't? Are you kidding me? You have the greatest human potential as anybody else. And all these guys did was go to school for like years and years and years. And understand, I am not knocking them again, because emergency care is important.
Totally.
But you know, you don't become the #1 cause of death in a country by doing good work. So, and you can take that. I'm not being a sucker punch here. It's just that, you know what, if we all just learned our place, you know, I'm not going to tell somebody not to have surgery that needs surgery. If somebody says to me, I don't believe I'm going to live if I don't get chemo and radiation, I go, you go and get that and know that we're behind you.
Yeah.
You know that we're going to work with you with it. If they say to me, well, would you do it? I say, no, but I'm not you.
Yeah.
If you totally believe in that, then you need to do that, but you've got us. We got your back. All right, let's get started.
All right, let's get to the questions. So first one is from Facebook, from Rebecca Poolmall. And she asks, how much is it for 6 or 7 days to come and see you? And what all does it include? And do you get a better deal for more than one person? And where are you located? Thank you.
We're located in Kelowna, British Columbia, which is one of the top 10 places to live for beauty in North America.
It's so gorgeous.
Check it and
here.
you'll find out. We're not making that up. We are the most beautiful spot in Canada. Also, our weather is the most beautiful too because there's mountains all around us and we're protected. We have about 2 weeks of the winter where it's really wintry and lots of snow usually.
Yeah.
Okay, last year was 2 weeks. We had 2 big dumps.
Yeah.
And we have weather that's around 110 for about 2 to 3 weeks in the summertime, but usually it's around 85, 80, and that's in April.
Yeah,
okay.
We have beautiful weather. It's cold from, I would say, mid-November to end of February.
Yeah.
It's cold, but it's not like unbearable.
No, I just have one of those light little things.
I wear like a big jacket for maybe 2 months, but I just like to be very warm. So I do it that way.
And where the clinic is, we're on the side of an old volcano. And it overlooks the whole valley.
Whole valley, yeah. So you can see vineyards.
All vineyards in front of us.
The beautiful
and the
lake,
and you can see the snow. It'll be coming in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, you can see the snow line come. It looks so pretty.
And we have a 75-mile long lake, which is 365 feet deep. Figure that one out.
So much hiking. So
and we've got Ogopogo. We got Ogopogo, which is it's a sea serpent that's living in the lake.
Yeah. Of course, everyone has to have one of those, right?
Yeah, well, of course. And we also have a really beautiful condo. It will actually sleep. It will sleep 8, and it can sleep up to 8. It has all the energy medicine in it. Everything you needed in your home is in there, and it's got beautiful windows that overlook the lake, and it's 15 feet. It's attached to the clinic. Okay.
And
all right.
So for 6 or 7 days, the cost really depends because we customize it for each person depending on what they're needing. And if you come with somebody, then the training is for 2, or if you're coming alone, then it would be more of a treatment situation, or we could bring in somebody so that you can learn the technique to work on them.
So if you were coming for treatment, you'd be looking at maybe 2 hours a day of deep tissue. So if you were here for 5 days, you might get about 10 hours. So, you know.
And then with any training, so if you're getting treatments and training, it's about 30 hours.
Well, if you come alone, it's 25 hours.
Yeah.
And then we'll have another therapist that's on the chair or on the floor, and then you've got your therapist training you. So there's 2 in the room.
Yeah.
And,
or you bring a partner and then 1 therapist training.
And we're really reasonable. I mean, if we have another therapist in there, we only charge you an extra $25 an hour for that therapist to be there if you come by yourself. So the other thing is that if you come with a couple, then you're looking at 30 hours training. And then if you bring an extra person, it's 35. If you bring another one, it's 40. We need those extra 5 hours. We don't need all that. And we only charge one rate. We don't charge everybody individually. Look at you'll find out. We'll go over the pricing more with you, and we're not going to not talk about the pricing because it's high. We're going to talk about it because we actually customize it to your condition.
Exactly.
Whether you're bringing a caretaker, whether you're bringing your wife, whether you're bringing your whole family, okay, or whether you're coming by yourself. But understand something. I guarantee you that whoever does come here, by the time you're here after the 2nd day, you will feel and know that this is going to change the rest of your life. And it really will. Because it's all about human potential, right?
Yeah. And everybody has the same potential in them. It's just about unleashing it and giving you the right tools to do so.
Yeah.
And that's what we can offer.
Yeah, you know what? We tell ourselves this story and we become the story. And let's just rewrite the story, okay? And don't ever take anybody else's story, all right? Yeah.
So Rebecca, if you're interested in learning more about pricing or what the personalized treatment and training entails, or if you're even interested in a personalized treatment and training to go, if it's easier for you, then you can just call the clinic and we can give you all the information you need.
And I'm not shy. Call the 800 number. My extension is 5. And then if you wanted to really get down to how to build it, I'm the one who's going to do it anyway. Because I'm going to take a look at your condition, take a look at what you want out of this. What do you want out of this? Right? We're here to give you what you need. We're just going to show you the best way to do that and try to give you more.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, next question is from Dan. I have a Baker cyst and told there's nothing I can do to heal it. I think it is from arthritis. So how do I heal arthritis?
Well, first of all, Baker's cyst is fluid. The fluid buildup is not from arthritis, it's from inflammation. And arthritis is inflammation in the joint. So it is arthritis, but it's not arthritis because there's no such thing as arthritis. There's only inflammation in the joint because arthritis is not a disease, it's a symptom of that being the weak link for you. Well, right off the bat, the best way to get rid of it is you go ahead and then I'll go ahead.
Okay. Well, we want to get on an anti-inflammatory diet, of course, so definitely check out the Perfect Day in the Detox library. That's really important with intermittent fasting and structured water. The fulvic acid is going to be really good for bringing down any lactic acid buildup in the area and bringing down inflammation. Same with the humic acid is really good for that. And then, of course, the deep tissue knee treatment is the most incredible treatment that you could ever have. And when you have the lifestyle, you're drinking the structured water and the diet is on point, it's going to stay gone. But if people are still leading that inflammatory lifestyle, you're not going to get rid of the inflammatory problem. So that's why you want to start with the foundation first. And then we would show you with the treatment some different things that you can do, like the padding and clapping activation. The pelvic expander is amazing for the knee because it's bringing your leg straight up, and I personally feel it in my legs and in my knee more than I do even in my pelvis because I've had more work done on my pelvis. So that's incredible. And
hit that Baker's cyst every 15 minutes with essential oils.
There we go.
3 times a day with DMSO. And really, but you got to do it. Like when people come here for deep tissue, we will tell them that if you do and put essential oils like either the muscle restore or the pain away on that area that we worked every 15 minutes, and it's only like 2 or 3 drops. Yeah. Guess what? It's going to reprogram those cells. It's not just about getting rid of the inflammation or the pain from the work we've done.
It's about repairing the
tissue. It's about repairing the tissue, but it's about reprogramming. Listen, you will never have a healing in the human body unless the cell gets reprogrammed.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Guess what? Every cell, 50 trillion cells in your body, they all have a brain. They all have a digestive system, an elimination system, a heart. They all have a nervous system. What you have in your whole body is in every cell.
Yeah.
And every cell has a program. And when you change the vibration that's going in the cell, around the cell, you change the program. Bam.
Well, and that's the thing too, like with all of our tissue, we have our myelin sheath, which is like this really thin layer, and it actually has light receptors all along it. So that's what actually is it will hold the muscle memory in there. And when we use essential oils, it's like liquid light. So we're applying all that liquid light right into those light receptors.
You're smart. You're so smart.
And bam! Reprogram.
Wham, bam.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. So next question is from Gordana Diaz. Was doing okay few days after listening to so many of your videos back to back. Thought to myself, yeah, 3, 2, 1, I got this. Then I crashed hard this morning and burned those closest to me.
And what's
Feel
your name?
crap. Now to figure out how to refocus and love. Gordana.
Gordana, I got to tell you something. You are the type of person that becomes the light of the world. When you are so courageous and so brave that you're ready to crash, understand something. The bigger the dream, the more beautiful the dream, the more threatened your subconscious will be. You need to get this. The subconscious is back from the cave days, the dinosaur days. It's never changed. It's 90% of your brain. The more excited that you get about something, the more threatened your subconscious gets. What a dirty trick that was. Sometimes I think that God pulled a funny joke on us, right? But it actually was to protect you, because I want you to get this, and then you'll understand that the Creator really knew what he, she, or they were doing. Okay? And that's this. It's, okay, you know what? You piss me off so much, I could just kill you. You know? I wish I was dead.
Well, we'd have a lot of dead people. We wouldn't have a population.
That's
Everybody
right.
would be extinct.
So your subconscious is always going to just get right like this. and it's going to go, do you really want this? And is this dangerous? And you've got to repeat this 10,000 times, because if I know if you repeat it 10,000 times and you've got a smile on your face and you're connected to your breath, then I'm going to accept it. And I promise I'll never turn it down again. But you got to do it 10,000 times. So, but listen, you're not going to fall as hard and you're not going to fall as long, and it's going to be longer. You know what? When I first started doing this, I got to tell you something. I was around the age of 27, 28. And I would be working on the whole breath thing, the whole I love myself thing, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? I would feel for like 2 or 3 minutes this bliss come over me. And then it would just be gone. And I was just like, I can remember this one time when I was driving home and I was living in Quebec. I had a clinic there. And that's around this time. And guess what? I got in a car accident 2 minutes later. I was so upset. I was driving a van. I was so upset because I lost the bliss. And I was mad at God. I was mad at it. I was, because I'm doing my homework here. And bam, I rear-ended a guy.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But
anyway, so what I'm
it's a
trying to
lesson.
tell you is don't get in a car accident.
Yeah. But
Stay connected to your breath and know that you're going to get this. But the subconscious was built so that we didn't destroy everybody.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like right now, if you look at the human race and our spiritual evolvement, we are so immature in our spirituality that there's no way we could have conscious creating like that right now. I mean, one day maybe we could be creating in an instant, but right now human beings are way too
If
immature.
you could just live in spirit and just own it. You got to own it. And you know what? You think your family's going to give you a hard time, or you're going to give them a hard time. Your subconscious is going to do the worst thing. So just remember, when you're doing this and your subconscious is like blocking you, just think when you start accepting this, if you've got a family of 8, you've got 8 subconsciouses, not their hearts, but 8 subconscious people coming to knock the legs out of you. Because you're breaking away from the herd.
You're making changes that they're
Oh,
not
don't
comfortable
you dare
with.
do that. You get back over here and suffer with the rest of us. That's right.
Yeah.
So understand, when you fall and you fall hard and you're doing the work, that if you're doing the work, then you just go, yes,
I got this.
I got this. All right, I got my subconscious's attention. Hey, do I have your attention now? Yeah. There's a new sheriff in town, right? There's a new sheriff in town. 3, 2, 1, I got this. That's right.
So just keep working with it. And I mean, she feels like she burnt those closest to her and she feels like crap.
Oh, so guess what? That was your subconscious.
Yeah.
You didn't burn them. You burned them. You've been burning them all their life, and they've been burning you. And guess what? Now that's your subconscious saying, you burnt your family by trying to love yourself. You just stopped that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's only because your subconscious is a little chicken.
Yeah. And
It's a chicken, and it doesn't only like but one thing. What does it only like? The past. And it doesn't care if the past is killing you and your family. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I'm not doing this, okay? I come home, I punch everybody in the face. If I did that when my kids were young, even though they know it's wrong, they'd be at the door waiting for me to punch them in the face. You don't even know that you're creating suffering for your family or yourself. What families consider love is like ludicrous. I'm telling you, love goes down in my family, and I had to work for it. I had to work years for it. But everybody in this family knows what love is. And love is honoring, respecting, and filling up your heart first thing in the morning and last thing at night and throughout the day, and not meditating and then going out there and not thinking. You can meditate, pray, beautiful. But guess what? Stay connected to your breath every moment of the day, knowing that you can only create in the present. You can only be powerful in the present. That's why I rock this. And I got this now, but I had to work for this, and I had to show my subconscious. You know, I don't even have to click this thing. I do, though. But if I just go to reach for something, it sees my love band, right? And we have all these love bands. Call the office. If you order, we'll throw some in. Tell me how many you want for free. Okay, and if you're not ordering them, you can order them online, 6, 20, or 100 if you're a clinic. And it just says, Braveheart, 3, 2, 1, I got this. Practice, right? Listen, you have practiced hurting yourself and your family so much, you're good at it and you don't even know you're doing it. So now you got to really practice this, that you don't even know you're doing it anymore. When this comes across they're in orange and purple. When this comes across my eyes, I don't even recognize it, but my eyes pick it up, my brain picks it up, and it goes, oh, sheriff is here, sheriff is here.
New sheriff in town.
Okay.
All right. Next
But
question.
listen, I'm proud of you. Okay, you got my vote. Good girl.
And give your family a big hug and tell them
That's
you love
all.
them.
You know, a 20-second hug releases more healing power than any other therapy in the world. And you know what? Why don't you sit your whole family down and say, hey, you know what? I need you not to question me on this, but I'm really trying to find out how I can love myself so that I can love you all. I don't want to wake up and not love me, because then I'm disrespecting you as I'm disrespecting me. So I'm trying something here. So please just allow me to do this. And if you see that I kind of go boom like an atomic bomb, just walk over to me and give me a 20-second hug. And I promise I won't push you away, but just help me get through this.
Easy as that. Next question from Julie Setzer Kearns. Hello to you both. How often should one do the coffee enema for initial detox and then after for healthy maintenance? Thanks so much and God bless you both.
I'm going to let you take it away, but I'll just say this much. There is no set number.
Yeah, and it's different. Everybody's different depending on what their health is.
How much hate do you store in your liver? You don't even know. How much anger do you store in your liver? You don't even know. But you do know how much sugar you've been taking in, and how much gluten and how much dairy.
How much alcohol, how much fats.
Fatty livers and cirrhosis livers are in people that don't even drink.
Yeah.
Because,
they're taking in such bad fats. And
babies have fatty livers now. Babies have fatty livers. Thank you very much, parents, for sleeping on the job. That's really great.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We really need, talking about pregnancy, every woman and family needs the pregnancy course.
Every family, if you're ever thinking of having a child or you have one already, you should be doing the perfect pain-free pregnancy. Or if you want to really know, we're not trying to tell you we know how to raise our children, but we do know how to love ourselves so that we can shine that light on our children, and we'll give you those strategies, right? We're not going to give you some indoctrination course. This is not about that. This is about total love, total respect, total honor.
And just providing the best information, the best programs and protocols for you and your family to live as healthy as you possibly can. Oh my God,
you know what? Let me tell you.
That's all it's about.
Yeah, really. I mean, come on. You know, you gotta go through more to get a driver's license, but anybody can have a baby, and anybody can get married and have a bunch of kids. And I'll tell you right now, 3 out of 4 women are sexually abused. Okay, isn't that great? Okay, I like that part. It's really great, eh? 1 out of 3 are sexually abused, emotionally abused, and physically abused. Okay, so the reality is that we pass on the family curse. Seriously, if my father was sexually abusing my sisters and physically abused them, I might just do it. Because we're all so bloody programmed.
Well, yeah, you are what you see, right? Like, that's when you're kids, you're basically a monkey of your parent. You just copy everything that they do.
Yeah, and that's not going to work out well, because I haven't hardly met any couples that I would want to be their children.
Yeah.
Seriously. I wouldn't have wanted to been my first daughter's parents. I mean, my daughter.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't want to.
I was not ready.
Oh, right, gotcha.
I was not ready yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I was not ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, not many people are. But back to the coffee enema question.
Yeah,
we digressed a little bit there.
Yeah.
So coffee enema, honestly, it's initial detox. I would tell people once a day.
Do one and find out. You're gonna go boom.
Yeah.
One of my children were having a painful period, and I just said all you had to do was one coffee enema. One coffee enema.
Best thing for pain.
Boom. It would have been. And you want days of pain, or do you want to just get it over with?
Yeah.
So the reality is this: is that you got to experiment and know that you can't hurt yourself. Well, yeah, if you did 3 a day,
Yeah.
you know, but
You're
but
probably
people
going to drain yourself a little
people
bit.
would do 2 a day, and the thing is if you did 1 and you felt tired, you probably wouldn't do another. You need rest. Okay? If you did 1 and you felt later in the day nauseous,
Yeah.
or you felt achy, you want another one.
Yeah.
So there's your rule. And if you've got a chronic illness and you've got a good nutritional program, you've got a good attitude, 2 a day would be great. And how long? I don't know, but why don't you call us?
That's the thing. We need to put together the protocol.
Yeah.
And then for maintenance, it could be once a week, it could be once a month, depending. Like for me, I'll do it once every second week at this point sometimes, and sometimes it's once a week. It really depends. It's what am I doing that week? How busy am I? What was my diet like? Just different factors like that. So, and I do know when I was doing the fast and I was doing coffee enemas, because my weight is already low enough, it was more about cellular reprogramming for me, not about weight loss or anything. So when I was doing the coffee enemas, after the 4th day, I started to get drained, so I stopped. I didn't need them.
Yeah,
after
there
that.
you go.
So.
You know what? You'll know when you're running a dysfunctional belief system, when you're pushing yourself through pain, when you should be breathing yourself through pain. And you know what you should be doing when you have pain? You should be resting.
Yeah.
But we don't do that. We either take drugs to keep pushing through, or we just push through because that's a hate program.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question from Joanna Dorothy. Small cyst on both kidneys. Will clapping help to get rid of them?
Yes.
I would appreciate your advice. Thank you.
There, yes.
It will.
Clapping will. And so let me see here. Can't really do it here, can we? No. But anyways, yeah, do it. Do it.
Okay. Any other?
I would do the clapping, essential oils over the area, but
Yeah.
just understand something. You wouldn't have the cyst if you were drinking enough water, and you wouldn't have the cyst if structured water, and you wouldn't have the cyst if you were looking after your bowels.
Yeah.
And but we don't know how, right? You know, here's, if I can digress a little bit, real quick, I'll make it quick, because I'm going to be doing what's called the 4 steps to creating the perfect day, and a few people actually want to know when it's coming out. Well, I don't know. I wanted to do it October 30th. I'm really trying to do it, but it's gotten bigger than I thought. I'm trying to give you the whole enchilada, right? Where was I going with this?
We were talking about kidneys.
Oh yeah. Okay. So anyway, so understand something. You know what's called the peritoneum or the mesentery? It's the lining that's in the back of your abdomen, and it wraps around your organs. Okay, that there is 90% of all the energy made and stored happens in there, and I'm going to be talking about that in the perfect day, getting right into it and showing you the science. Now, it's not just me saying it. There was a whole science group out of Great Britain that proved this, that is the second brain. And guess what? Hey, think about this one, and I'll just leave this with you, and then I'll get into this another time. Isn't it kind of funny how the medical system attacks this area?
More than anything.
Any other area, it attacks this area. These guys are so programmed, they don't even know their head from their what. Okay, so they attack this area with antibiotics, with drugs, with surgery.
Laxatives.
And this here is the holy grail of 90% of your energy. So why does the world have chronic fatigue? Why do they have fibromyalgia? Why do they have autoimmune diseases? Why do they have inflammation? Well, because you've destroyed your second brain. Okay.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gordana Diaz again asks, I also did a 16-day water fast during my locked knee moment. Should I do more fasts and What?
Stuck
locked knee moment.
Well,
if you had a frozen knee.
Yeah, but if you have a frozen knee, you've got to find somebody who does
the deep tissue.
The deep tissue, the Wolfe deep tissue, not just deep tissue. Everybody goes, oh, I go to a deep. No, you don't. You don't go to a Wolfe deep tissue person. Do they offer you a money back guarantee? Do they offer you that, that first treatment they're going to unlock that knee? That you're going to get at least 60 to 80% change in that knee?
No.
And maybe 100%. And I'll tell you right now, yeah, deep tissue is not deep tissue. I only called it deep tissue because I need people to understand that it's deep work, but I really wish I didn't have to attach that name on there because everybody thinks it's just deep tissue.
Yeah, we were even considering just Wolfe non-surgical.
Yeah, we're struggling right now with
differentiate
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But What was she saying?
So her stuck locked knee, and then she was doing a 16-day water fast. Should I do more fasts and longer ones? Also, would it be an emotional issue after knee got stuck a few weeks ago? MRI showed severe osteoarthritis, bone on bone. After I started naturally
it's not
treating,
bone on bone. Okay, I have had nobody in the last 5 years, because you've been with us for 5 years, right?
or longer. Yeah.
No, 7 years.
Yeah.
So Abby's been with us for 7 years. Okay, time flies. 7 years, and in 7 years, did we have one person come to us with a knee problem, bone on bone,
No.
that actually got surgery?
No, that's the thing. When it's bone on bone, it's not actually, and can't say that they're lying because it looks that way. What happens is the cartilage and everything gets encased with displaced calcium, so it looks like it's bone, and so it looks like it's bone rubbing on bone with lots of crystallization in between. So it's like sandpaper rubbing against each other.
Yeah, and you know what? And whatever happened to we regrow tissue?
Yeah.
What happened to that? Oh, it's just gone? I mean, you know what? Your toenail will come back.
Everything will come
Everything comes back.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to give it the right environment.
Also, I lost my toenail in Greece. I digress. What's the show of digressing? Okay.
Yeah.
Lost my toenail in Greece. It was really bad. I was like, it was gone. And so I get a fake one put on. And my brother-in-law was shocked because the fake one fell off, and he looked at it, and it's like half grown back already, like really growing fast. And he said one of his clients' toenail fell off too 2 years ago, and it's not even as grown back as mine is. Thank you,
Microcirculation.
and microcirculation.
Yeah, microcirculation. That's it right there. You lose your hair, you lose your looks, you lose everything with microcirculation.
You lose your cartilage.
Yeah, you lose your life.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everything can be reversed. Everything can be repaired. Your body is meant to do this. This is what our body does.
Yeah, just think if everybody realized that everything can be repaired.
Mm-hmm.
Where would that leave our so-called healthcare right now?
Mm-hmm.
You got to understand that every year we need to make more money. So every year we need to have more
sales of what? What's it going to be this year? So with the fasting, you're asking if you should do more fasting for your knee. Emotional issues can be in the knee. Really depends which knee it is too. Can depend on
that
what
depends
emotions.
on the emotion too.
But if you're going to be doing an extended water fast, make sure you are doing the ultimate water fast from our Detox library. Because if you are dealing with this, I would suggest getting on like the Merigen or Cardigan while you do your fast, and it's going to help to heal up your knee way quicker.
And I'll
than
keep
any other
suggesting,
way. And then the Wolfe deep tissue, of course.
And I'll keep suggesting the same thing all the time again. And that's it. You know what? Why not get a membership? Pay $125. And then you get an hour consultation, get a blueprint, and then you're hip to hip with that therapist. You can call them every day. They're going to give you their extension.
Yeah.
Guess what? They're going to call you back every day. Why don't you just turn it around? Just really go to work here. You know what? People will actually hire like a fitness trainer.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I think everybody can afford $125 to hire a fitness trainer.
Yeah, that's essentially the same thing. I hired personal trainers in the past, and you know what? Having a coach is one of the best things you can do.
I have a coach. I always have a coach.
Yeah, I would imagine life without one.
No.
And so, last part of her question. After I started naturally treating my 10-year-old daughter's new sudden infected eczema symptoms around the face and mouth, followed the eczema diet plant-based. I'm not too sure what the question is there.
Well, just know this, that she probably had antibiotics prior to this.
And
if she didn't, the mother had antibiotics while she was in the womb.
So she's now following an eczema diet plant-based, so that's great.
That's
Stick with
good.
that. And then I would be doing the Tummy Love and the Daily Cleansing Tea. And she's 10 years old, so you'll just do a lesser amount, of course. And then, honestly, those things should turn it around. And topically, I would just be doing the silver bullet gel on there.
What about a little bit of silver gel with a little bit of oregano in it?
Tiny.
Super strength oregano.
Yeah.
Or
tea tree.
Or tea tree. No,
Tea tree
too strong for her. Adults, yes, oregano maybe.
Yeah,
With
10
her,
years old tea tree.
tea tree, and just use a 1 or 2 drops in about a tablespoon at the first time. 1 drop in a tablespoon, and mix that in, and you're going to see this come down.
Yeah. Tea tree is really good for getting rid of the fungus, and the silver is so good for fungus, bacteria.
And if you know anybody with a Biotron light, or even a vitamin D light, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do it 1 a day this week and show you the vitamin D light, okay, downstairs, because it's truly the only way to go.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and they're not expensive. They're like $1,100 US, right? And you come out of the shower, you do your vitamin D light.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one is from Iris Ulrich. What is recommended for people with kidney stones?
Well, for one thing, kidney stones. Why don't we call them calcium stones? Because that's what they are. They're calcium stones. And what's happening is that you're pulling calcium from your bones. So you're looking at also getting osteopenia, right?
And one big thing too, like with kidneys, you're obviously, if you're getting kidney stones, not hydrating enough.
You're not hydrating.
We need to be drinking structured water. I would be doing 4 to 5 quarts of structured water a day, following the plant-based diet. And
understand.
The calcium will pull the displaced calcium back into the bones as well. So if you're doing the ionic calcium, it will help.
Yeah.
But I would focus on doing some fasting and just following the right lifestyle. And
look at the Perfect Day Guide.
Yeah.
Go to the Perfect Day Guide and look at fasting for perfect health, and understand something. And I need you to get this. The majority of the population drinks 1.5 quarts of water a day. And you think you drink water. Okay, I challenge everybody out there to go through your day, and you'll see, you'll get busy. And even though I told you this, you're going to find out, and do this over the next 2 weeks, because you're going to want to prove me wrong. So tomorrow, you'll double it. But within a few days, because everything's a program, you're going to go back to your 1.5 quarts a day. And I'm going to prove that we don't drink water, right?
And that's the big thing, like with clients, whenever we do the consultations, we'll even suggest that they get like multiple bottles, fill them up so that they're lined up for them for that day. So that create that new program.
Yeah.
All right, next question is from John C. in Hamilton, Ontario, and he asks, what is the best way to get rid of worms?
Well, the best way is to get rid of the manure pile.
Let's start with the basics. That's where worms grow, is in manure.
You know what? I mean, wherever there's a manure, it's a decomposing poop.
Yeah.
Decomposing poop will breed, because you got to have the right environment. You know what?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I think I'm almost there. What? Oh, I want to start a worm factory.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long have you been
letting
letting
hold on to this a little bit longer.
Hold on to that poop.
There.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Got a couple parasites.
The
worms. They're growing.
Ready. You know what? We all take in viruses, bad bacteria, and we take in eggs of worms, and we take in worms. Whether or not they grow or not, because believe it, whether you want to believe it or not, for every bad virus, there's a good virus. Every bad bacteria, there's a good one. For every fungus, there's a yeast, because yeast turns into fungus. I mean, it's all about environment.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to, people will say to me, you know what? I keep having to do parasite cleanses, and I'd say, for one thing, take a look at the people you hang around with. Take a look at the environment that you live in, and take a look at the environment in your head. Okay, and then take a look at what you're putting in your mouth. And you're going to have to keep on doing parasite cleanses until you change your program.
Yeah.
Until you bring up the vibration high enough that it's away from being able to have a worm colony, you're going to have a worm colony. They get into you and they go, honey, I'm home. They come into me and they go, we can't stay. It's not going to work.
Yeah. They don't even have the choice. They have to keep their bags packed and just keep flowing out.
And here's the deal. Daily cleansing tea, tummy love. I know, but it keeps coming back to
for worms, diatomaceous earth.
And black gold.
Yeah.
And that's it. Take those, they're gone. And here's the deal. It doesn't matter that you get rid of them all instantaneously. Yeah. They're all going to come back because it's the integrity of the tissue, because you've got issues in your tissues.
Yeah, so you just need to keep increasing your vitality and working on your inner terrain, because it doesn't happen overnight. Like the large intestine, it's 9 months to a year for it to be reprogrammed and rebuilt. So that's going to be like that for a lot of things. So give yourself time. and congratulate yourself on every step of the way, because
Yeah,
it's
you
an
should.
amazing journey, and you are going to get rid of them each time you keep doing it. So just keep progressing and keep moving forward.
And here's the thing, your human potential's been stolen from you. And it's like when you get healthier, you're going, yeah, I'm taking it back. They don't own me anymore. I'm not being sold off by the pound anymore.
And already change your mindset into not having worms.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't even think that they're in you. Because
Yeah.
if you're
You know
constantly being like, I have worms, then
You know what?
you're going to have to
But
keep
you don't
having them.
understand, Darrell. You don't understand. This is my life. No, just start telling yourself a new story. This is a new story. I'm going to rewrite the story. I got this.
That's like, this is an example. Like me, I had severe acne, like horrible skin, but I thought I had horrible skin forever. So I had horrible skin. The minute I realized I had these crazy thoughts and started changing them, it was like a week, and it was like the inflammation went down within 3 days, and then the pimples and the breakouts started to go away. They were gone within 2 weeks.
And also me going, can we stop talking about your skin?
Can you stop being so psychotic about your skin? Because it's getting annoying. It was. Okay.
But you know what? Everything's going to get annoying
And
before
that's-
it's going to get better.
And then you change. Then you
That's
make the
it.
change.
Yeah, you got to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. There.
Exactly. All right, Stacy from Florida. I would like some advice on how to talk to my husband about money issues and stressors, and how to deal with money in life, as it is the number one stressor in life for everyone, and
No, it's
help him
not.
to be comfortable
No,
with
it's
that
not.
or break that family curse.
Okay, it is almost for everyone.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to
But
be.
guess what? You are programmed for it to be. Money's hard to get. Money doesn't grow on trees. Okay? All right?
Well, even just all parents programming. Like, I know I was programmed with the poverty consciousness just because it came from all of the past generations too, right? Like my grandparents' Great Depression. So the Great Depression fell into my parents' laps. That came into mine, even though I
Look.
broke that family curse.
I'm going to tell you something. You know, mainly women come to our courses, right? Yeah.
The majority.
A majority. I'd say, what, 70?
Yep.
70%? 60%? Anyways, so I got to tell you that men are the big ones,
Yeah.
right? Okay, because they don't have faith, okay? They don't have faith. And guess what? What don't they have faith in? Themselves. Their human potential to make money. So the other thing is for you to talk to your husband, first of all, he'd have to buy into that he becomes his beliefs. If he doesn't buy into you become your beliefs, then he's never going to believe that it's going to be anything different.
Exactly.
Because you only have the amount of money you have because of the beliefs you have. There's so much money around. Why? Some people, they just make money easy. Well, they make money easy because they believe they can make money easy. Some people will never make money easy because they believe they have to keep the same damn job because there's nothing else out there. Or I couldn't do anything else. I just don't have the mind for it. Well, there you go, right there. So
Limiting again.
you talking to your husband, trying to talk, you have to go one project at a time. Like, honey, I would like a new couch. You have to work on him, wear him down. But if you could get in there and teach him about his beliefs, but that means you'd have to go and, you know what, I'm going to tell you the truth. This is the God's truth. People say to me, I really would like to change and da-da-da-da-da. And I go, well, then, if you and your husband really want to change, you should come take the whole life coach course. Yeah, but I thought that was for professionals. And I said, wouldn't you want to be professionally looking after yourself and not allowing someone else to do it? In 7 days, you're going to know it. You're going to know what to do, and you're going to see those blocks that you've created. And if you don't want to do that, at least go to braveheartfree.com. I'll give you my course free. And that's an online course. It's not the whole life coach course. But here's the deal.
Starting point.
Yeah, if your husband says, you know what, I don't want to get involved in all this crap. That guy, that Dr. Wolfe, he's just some kind of crap charlatan guy. So I don't want to be involved in that. And that's his subconscious talking probably because, at least, get in and start looking at myself and then call me crap. Right?
Yeah. Don't.
And then that's okay. Call me crap. But here's the deal. So it's getting him to buy into the idea that we could have it different. And if we talk different, if we thought different, it will be different. Okay? Let me tell you something. That's why cancer patients that's why I'm a survivor. I just want to survive. You know what? Right off the bat, you just sucker punched yourself. No, I'm a thriver, right? And you know what? And then I've got people come up to me when I was at TTAC conference and go, you know what, Dr. Wolfe, I just want you to say that I've learned so much from you, and I'm a 10-year survivor of cancer. And I go, oh my God. And I would just go, do I have to listen to this? What do you mean? I go, you're not a survivor. It's like saying after you stopped drinking 20 years ago, hi, my name is Jim, and I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Stop beating up on yourself. I mean, stop it. You're way more than this.
Yeah, and don't be it. Like, you shouldn't be the condition. You
No.
need to just be your spirit and be you.
Yeah.
Don't think of you having any attachment to that anymore.
Whether you want to believe this or not, everybody's trained in this clinic that when somebody comes in with a condition, you're going to look at the condition they're in, not the condition they have, because the condition they're in will decide whether or not we're going to get rid of the condition they have.
Yeah.
So if we can't get them to buy into this, we can't get them to buy into this.
Yeah,
All right.
That's the package deal. 85 to 90, probably even more percent is all emotionally attached to every condition.
Yeah, it is.
So,
And the thing is, even if it wasn't, don't you think that your mindset would help your
Totally.
body set,
Yeah.
right?
that's
Okay.
the biggest thing we see with like success is the people who know that they're gonna have success. Like, that's the thing. And the people who are like wavering.
I've never been successful. I've never been successful. I've never been successful.
Yeah.
I've never been successful.
Say it one more time and you might get it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next one from Paula in Alberta. Thoughts on maternity leave being so short here in Canada, 12 months. Should parents stay home with their kids as long as possible until school, or is there benefits in daycare and having them build social skills, etc.? Thank you.
Oh boy. You know what? I'll say this much. I don't care about the government rules. I don't care about anybody's rules. Why don't you go check the rules in every country and you'll see they're different. It depends on who's sitting behind the desk, you know? And guess what? And the only reason why the person's sitting behind the desk is because they did something for Fred, not because they belong there. Okay? So that's enough about that one. And the reality is, until your kids say they want to go to school, if you didn't have to send them, I wouldn't send them to school. I would not do it. I don't care how much you want to talk yourself into, that's such a great school. You know, as far as I'm concerned, there's not an adult that's not adulterated. Okay? So I'm not really into giving my kids over to them.
Yeah.
Okay? And I don't care what certification they have, because that's only government certification. There's only one rule.
It's a big thing. Like, I think about
Nobody's
it.
going to treat your kids like you do.
Yeah. Like 12 months, it does seem short for maternity leave. I agree. I wouldn't, like, if I have kids, which is honestly one of the reasons why I feel like I don't want to have kids, is because I would be so hands-on, and I don't know. Like, I would never let anybody take care of my kids. I would stay home with them.
Okay, first of all.
I would homeschool them. I wouldn't send them places, like, until that they're consciously aware and, like, can understand the things I taught them.
And here's the deal, and I'm going to tell you this, and this is the God's truth. We were created by God Almighty, and we can have anything we want if we just know that we're not being punished, we're not sinners, we're not failures. But the reality is if you believe that you need to go to work right away because you're not going to make enough money if you do, and your husband believes that too, then you need to go there.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, I did not ever allow that. Not allow it. You know, my wife wanted to stay home with the children, and that was cool with me. And we never gave it a second thought. We were just going to make that happen. But when you believe that you have to go and do this because this is the way it is and everybody else does it, well, who the heck wants to be like everybody else anyways? I don't want to be like anybody out there.
Yeah.
Because I'm me.
Yeah, and like I think about how I was raised, and my mom was more stay at home. Like, she worked when we were older a little bit, but she was always there, always available. And I thought that was like the most amazing thing. And that's how all my cousins grew up too. All my aunties were.
Whether you want to believe this or
not,
not,
it was amazing.
Yep. Whether you want to believe this or not, it doesn't matter. But society systems, those families that control the government, they want to destroy the family fabric.
Yeah, they want to take
like
that
you didn't
mother
notice that?
away.
You don't notice that suicide has tripled in the last 10 years for children? You haven't noticed that? You haven't noticed that 1 out of every 4 children are obese? You haven't noticed that? You haven't noticed that children come out of high school, don't know how to love themselves, don't know how to do math, and they definitely don't understand about relationships. Okay, they don't even know how to feed themselves. You didn't notice that? You didn't notice that the system is playing against us and wants to destroy families? You didn't notice that? Okay, so here's the deal. Break away from systems. Think about the type of life you want. And guess what? A lot of times it's not how much money you make, it's how much you spend. You know? If you have to be like everybody else and have everything that everybody else has, then you're going to be under pressure.
Yeah, you don't need to keep up with the Joneses. Don't think that way when you're thinking about raising your family in the best way possible, because the material things don't matter. The things that matter are I'm just going to turn Instagram back on here. 2 seconds.
Yeah, we get cut off of Instagram once an hour.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
1 hour.
Yeah, but I feel like mothers who, I'm an independent woman. I love women to feel empowered and do whatever they feel is right for themselves. But when it comes to raising families, I really think that having the mother taken away from the home when the kids are young was a government ploy.
It's a government ploy
to take families down.
And I will tell you something right now, okay? All right? Abby is so selfish that she will be able to stay home and she'll be able to have the kids because she's selfish enough to know what her needs are for her kids, and she's just going to do it. Because where there's a will, there's a way, and as long as you understand you have unlimited potential, it's going to happen. You actually think that you know everything. We know nothing. Right around that corner there, I can't see around that corner. It's only 10 feet away from here. There's a corner. Guess what? The Creator knows, and the Creator knows that if you really want it and you have faith and you hold it long enough, you'll have it. Remember, it's not going to come right away, so be patient. So the thing is that you mothers who've married a guy who believes that he's never going to make enough money, and there's not enough money if you don't go and work, well, guess what? You're already in the program. Good luck with that one. Totally. But if you're not married yet, you focus on getting a guy that believes that he's unlimited, but he has unlimited potential, and he can make money easy, and he can make money so easy that he can spend time with the kids and you, and that's his goal. And that's the guy you want. And you need to write that down, be specific, and believe, because you need to know this. You girls deserve a guy like that, and demand it, okay? Because the heavens will serve you. All right? There.
Love it.
Okay.
All right. Next question from Ash in Toronto. I was just diagnosed with endometriosis and want to have children soon. How do I fix this problem?
You
need a Wolfe non-surgical treatment and follow
you need the perfect day. No, you need to go and get a consultation. Let me see Ash call up. Ash, I'll make a deal. You call up, get a consultation from Abby. We'll follow through, and in 6 months, no endometriosis. Endometriosis is called I have an inflamed pelvis and my ovaries are crying bloody murder. That's it. And I've been leaking waste from my large intestine for so long, and I haven't got the basic rules set.
And the thing is like that waste seeps down from the large intestine into the uterus, into all the tissue in the pelvis, and then that causes the endometrial cells to get inflamed, and then they spread and create this like webbing of scar tissue across your whole pelvis. So all we do is go in with our Wolfe non-surgical techniques, and we just open up the fibers. So
lovingly. And if you're going to have babies, why don't you come here for 5 days with that person that you want to make babies with? Because you are making them. And guess what? How good are you going to make them? I don't know. Do you know the recipe how to make a good baby? So why don't you come here and learn how to do the Wolfe deep tissue on each other so that you become practitioners for each other and be that loving spirited support for each other.
And for your new baby.
Yeah, I'm done with the husband and wife thing. Let's just be two spirits coming together to just rise to our greatness. Right. Okay.
All right. Next one from Marilyn Jean Graber. Good to see you. Good to see both of you. My question is, what can I do without access to Wolfe deep tissue right now to bring back any atrophying right hip? Due to stroke seconds after chiropractic neck manipulation decades ago. Very painful to walk. Would padding and clapping be good to do? If so, please demonstrate.
Okay, so here's the deal. Well, I'm not going to do that. If you want the padding and clapping, then you're going to have to book a session. We'll come on Skype with you, or we'll come on Google Hangouts, or we'll do a FaceTime with you, and we will do a 1-hour session, and we're going to teach you properly, and we're going to go over the guidelines, and we're going to show you how to do the whole body. That's how we're doing it. We're not doing it any other way. We're going to be professional about everything and give everybody what they need. Okay? Here's what happens. People want to, what is that? What is that? What is that? We tell you some little tidbit and you think you're going to turn your life around? No, we're gonna do something. You can video it, okay? All right? Or we'll video it here, and we'll put the video up so you can get it, and we'll show you how to do it personally for you and your condition. I am not going to just I am not going to just throw this stuff out into the wind so I can have other health professionals go, who does he think he is?
Yeah.
I'm going to do this one-on-one and make sure it's done right. You get the success you need. I'm telling you right now, we come out with so many things that are shaking things up right now. If you knew some of the texts I get and some of the emails I get, you know what? Yeah. Who do you think you are, Dr. Wolfe? I don't think I'm anybody. I just want to empower people.
Yeah.
And I'm getting in trouble by empowering people, but we got to do it properly so that I don't have people coming in the side door trying to attack me like they are.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I understand it because, look
We're giving away a lot of free information and a lot of stuff that people probably charge a lot for.
And we're never gonna stop.
No.
Because guess what? Time is running out. And guess what? Don't give me this family crap. Act like it. If we're really truly family, then let's support each other and help each other.
Totally.
Right? But we have to do it right.
We have to become
guys.
one. That's what we are.
You're not gonna find another clinic like us where we're going, we love you, here it is, and not ask anything of you. Well, we did ask you to pay for the perfect day, but look what we're giving you. Okay, so when you call up and we teach you something, that means that Marilyn, you can call back and we're going to re-show it to you. No extra charge. Re-show it to you. You know, and you want us there, and that's how it takes. Yeah. I got like 10 people who work in the office putting all this together. Okay, I got another 6 people that don't work in the office to keep this all going. Okay, that's all. It's not a big deal. We got this.
Yeah, definitely. Next one is from Gordana Diaz. What can you suggest for H. pylori? I have not taken antibiotics. I am plant-based. I intermittent fast and do longer fasts as well.
Take it away.
Well, I would be
We've answered this.
Yeah, it's on a lot of shows.
But we'll answer it again because guess what? The more something's talked about, the more it's created. Did you get that? You know what? When they increase every year they increase their spending in cancer, in advertising. You can see with the amount of money they put in, it goes up that much. Yeah. So advertising pays.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to say is, Abby, take it away.
Okay. So for H. pylori, I would be really making sure we're cleansing with the daily cleansing tea, drinking structured water. You're already doing the diet, it sounds like, plant-based intermittent fasting, so that's good. I would also be doing fulvic, tummy love, and humic.
Just ask, why is the tissue integrity that low?
Yeah.
That's the question you want to ask.
Yeah. So we need to bring up the vitality of the tissue. But yeah, with the H. pylori, the humic acid and the fulvic acid will be really good to get rid of the bacterial problem.
There's scar tissue in there.
Yeah.
There's blocks. There's got to be physical blocks causing not allowing the energy to flow, because if energy's flowing, there can be no viral bacterial that's going to be in there like that. So there's physical blocks that's stopping this energy
and creating lower tissue integrity, which brings on the lower vibrational infections.
Yeah, and last week I was dealing with a lady, and she has the most amazing diet. She does juicing. She's on our products. She's doing it all. And we were talking because I say it was about 9 months ago, and she says, I can't seem to get any further. I can't get any further. Well, she came here, and she was here for 5 days, and it's over. It's over. Because those physical blocks, even though you've nutritionally brought up things, you've emotionally brought things up, beef jerky's beef jerky. You ever chew that stuff? Well, that's down in your pelvis. That's in your shoulder. It's in your hip.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's in your neck. So we have to go in and unravel that. And if you're doing these other foundational things, you got to have it. You know, 1 and 1 or 2, they're not 11. Yeah.
All right. Next question is from Rebecca Bernstad on Facebook. 3-day fast is so amazing, but can it help with hives?
It will, and make sure that when you're doing the 3-day fast or any fasting that you've got fulvic in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't drink any water without tummy love or without fulvic or some humic in it.
Those are our filters.
I do that all day.
Yeah, we have to have filters.
Let me tell you something. If you don't take filters in, like Abby said, on a daily basis, you become the filter of the planet. Why do you think everybody's so sick? So there's no way. I can't stop the pollution, right? I can't stop all this 5G, Wi-Fi, but I can regulate a lot of the poisons in my foods.
Totally.
But I'm going to make sure that I cover my butt and understand something. Fulvic will hold 300% 300 times its weight in what? Heavy metals, acidity, okay, chemicals.
Yeah. Any type of harmful material that is lodged in your cells, it picks it up and it bioremediates it, which means it neutralizes it. So you're not going to be affected by any of those toxins coming out. Yeah. And then out they go.
So on fasting, we do what? We do fulvic
with Ormus.
Fulvic and we do Ormus minerals, right? You can see it on our website. And then we do SAC calcium if you really want to just go in there and pull all that calcium back into the bones. Yeah. Right? And then we also do ATP.
Yeah. And then those are the products that you need for a fast. And then the other thing you would need is the Coffee Enema, Ultimate Coffee Enema Kit. So the stainless steel bucket, the coffee, the black gold, and the tummy love. That's what you use for the coffee enema, and then just pink Himalayan salt and structured water, and you're set. And
it's right in the perfect day, fasting for the perfect life, for the perfect health.
Yeah.
And then, or you can look in Perfect Day Guide. Some of that's in there too.
Yeah.
But understand something. These things do not turn on your digestive tract. So you can do a water fast and enhance it with these products. And I'm telling you, the efficiency. Try one with just water. Oh, but make sure it's structured water, because guess what? If you don't use structured water, then your body's got to structure the water to get it into the cells. That's more energy wastage.
Yeah.
So structured water, and then do it with just structured water. Then do it by using these 4 products, right? Like ATP, right? And the other ones. And what you're going to find is you're going to go, wow, that was a 3-day fast, and I accomplished like twice as much or 3 times, depending on the person.
It's life-changing, the difference, doing a regular water fast versus our ultimate extended water fast. It's night and day. I would never do it the regular way ever again. Next question is from Ilana Rimmer Harrison. Can you do a colonic and then drink coffee to cleanse the liver?
What does that mean?
The coffee. So with the colonic,
yeah, you could use coffee doing at the end of the colonic.
But you would do it rectally. You wouldn't take it orally.
No, not orally.
Yeah, you can get. There are some hydrocolon therapists who will do coffee enemas with their colon therapy.
Yeah, like Suzanne Gray does it.
Yeah.
Out of Florida,
yeah,
she's
in Florida.
Yeah, she's in Tampa.
Yeah, I had my first enema was from her. Enema. Colonic. I did my own enema. And she did a coffee one. It was awesome. So next one. So, that was the only question. Okay. Gary, for the past 30 years, I've always been a heavy drinker, a beer drinker, averaging 4 to 6 beers every night. And I've recently been doing 3 coffee enemas each week for the past 4 weeks. Now when I drink only 1 beer, I feel very intoxicated and wake up the next day with a very bad hangover. Why is the alcohol affecting me so badly since I started doing coffee enemas?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because you are now alive. So Gary,
that's exactly it.
Beer is a poison. It is sludge. Okay, it's sludge.
Yeah.
And guess what? Beer will make your knees ache. Beer will give your feet ache. The beer, you know what?
Inflammation.
Guess what? You only need 1 beer a day. And most people doing it for years, and you'll get prostate cancer or you'll get rectal cancer. So now what you've done is you're getting on the cleansing thing, you're cleaned out your liver, And now, before, your liver was so gucked up and you drank the beer, and you know what
Didn't
your body
even-
said? Said, hey, he's drinking that poison again. Yeah, I know, but shut up. So I remember this one time, I went out with a friend of mine, and this happens a lot with people when you go out to have Chinese food. So we went out and had Chinese food, and there's me sick, like nauseous. I feel like I'm going to throw up. He goes, oh, I don't feel anything. And I said, yeah, that's because your body's used to it. You give it garbage all the time, right? And you'll find that with women. When a couple will go out, the man will burp and fart by the time they go to bed, right? And she will be like feeling like she's got to throw up. Well, that's because women bring life into the world. They have more bells and whistles. They're not neurotic, psychotic. They've just got more bells and whistles. So their body they're like the canary in the coal mine.
Yeah.
So now, guess what, Gary? You're actually not a zombie. You're actually alive right now. You're coming back up. You're bringing your vibration up. And your body's going, thank you. You brought in enough energy, and you've got enough energy flow in the body that now we can actually tell you that you're poisoning yourself, Gary. Before, there wasn't any energy. We couldn't tell you. And also, we did tell you that when you first started drinking. But because you don't listen anymore, we had to take that energy to help stop you from getting prostate cancer. So we stopped talking to you. Like any relationship, Gary, you stopped listening to us, so we stopped talking.
Yeah, and now that you started giving your body the love it needed,
Oh,
it's starting
we have a
to give you
relationship now.
It's starting to give you that pain response again. So it's like, hey, let's smarten up. So listen to it this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had to numb you out.
Next question is from Colleen Foster. I am so pleased you are talking about nerve stuff. They do cut your vagus nerve, I heard recently, which damages your autonomic nerve function.
It doesn't damage it. It destroys it. It destroys it.
Yeah. So is that correct, Dr. Wolfe? So it destroys it.
Yeah, it does.
I have so much scar tissue from ops. I don't know what that says. If not, want to, but did not know what else to do when they told me I had to have them. I have now gone almost totally deaf. A guy was retracing me, and oh my word, the final result has been nonstop horrific suffering.
Okay.
My bowel gas literally collapsed, and I'm suffering beyond words, and 2 days ago woke up deaf in my left ear. I went deaf in my right ear in 2007. I do not know if this is a virus or toxins or infections or what, and now I cannot listen properly because I'm battling so hard to hear.
Okay, so it's everything. If you have physical blocks, you have energy blocks.
They cut her vagus nerve.
I
don't
know,
if
but
they
I'm
cut
just-
it here or down in her abdomen.
They probably
or
cut it up here.
Okay.
But if you've got physical blocks, you've got energy blocks. If you've got energy blocks, then the energy's not up, it's down, which means you'll have bacteria, fungus, virus, worms, everything in that area. It's a weak link.
Yeah, so like there's a block here and the energy's all here. It's just like going like, boop, 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 trying to get out and it can't.
And guess what? Where you don't have circulation, you might want to write this down, guys. Circulation, you're going to have inflammation. Where you've got inflammation, you've got scar tissue formation and crystallization, and that's why your hearing's going. So I'm going to tell you honestly, the only way to deal with this is to do the silver bullet liquid, the fulvic nano drop liquid, the soaks. If it's affordable, you get a Bioptron, but here's the big deal. And you get an Avicin because you've got to return that microcirculation. But you've got to go and see a non-surgical therapist. And if you're married, you would come here and just learn how to do the whole body and the ear and get this over with and get rid of the 20, 30 blocks throughout your body. You know, you can either spend $5,000 with us, approximately, I don't know, it's approximate.
It's around there, yep.
Or you can spend 10 or 20,000 over the next few years going like a pinball machine to everywhere until you stop getting treated and you get trained to master your own body. You're relying on someone else to do it for you.
Well, that's like, as you were saying, it's the physical blocks that cause it. So even though your vagus nerve may have been cut, we can still get rid of the physical block that's causing the loss of hearing, because the physical block is literally the thing that's, I mean, the nerve, it's...
And you know what? It wasn't cut everywhere. It's the longest, it's called the wandering nerve. It's everywhere in the body. So if they cut it here, that doesn't mean it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It means this area.
It's just blocked.
It doesn't matter. And you can override that.
Yeah.
You can override it.
So we
understand.
just need to get rid of the physical block in order for that
My God,
hearing to come back.
to cut that, they'd have
But-
to cut here, they'd have
Yeah,
to cut here,
they'd have to go
they'd have to cut here, they'd have to cut here. And your vagus nerve, it goes to every organ.
So don't think your vagus nerve is the reason why your hearing is gone. It's not that. It's
Or
the
why your
physical-
life sucks.
Yeah,
why
it's
your life
the
sucks.
physical block that's in there that we just need to go in to get rid of,
Yeah.
and it's because of the surgery that did it.
And also, once you have a blueprint from the minute you wake up until you go to bed, I mean, that's it. You're going to win. You've got to win. And will you have a total healing? Well, maybe you won't have a total healing, but I'll tell you what you will have. You'll have a beautiful day.
Next question from Alice Chen. I am living in Zurich and would like to attend your non-surgical tissue treatment. When are you planning to be in London? I guess that's the nearest place to attend your workshop. Thanks.
We're looking at spring.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm oh boy. You know what? I'll tell you this. By the time New Year's comes, we should have Australia and London. But I've got to tell you something. You know what? Like tomorrow at 1 o'clock, we will have these 40 videos out to you. All right. Right now, I'm working on the Perfect Day Masterclass. I don't know when I'm finishing it. I'll let you know about that. That's like an 8-hour shoot. I'm going to show you the whole thing and try to put it in this big ball for you. And then, well, we're working on a lot of other things, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've got a lot of amazing things for
Like for our
everybody. You guys
professionals, we just redid our whole training manuals.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, we redid them. So
There.
we've got a lot going on.
Yeah. Lots of things.
Yeah.
Next question from Iris Ulrich. You mentioned type 1 shouldn't go on a water fast. Why?
Well, I'll tell you one thing right now. The type 1 diabetes, we're insulin dependent, and the reality is that
We burn through. Is that why we're burning through all of our glycogen in the first 3 days? Is
that's
that
right.
part of it?
That's part of it. But the other thing is this. Please don't get me wrong, okay? But you know, people who get their gallbladders taken out, they don't change their lifestyle, and they even eat
Right.
worse. People that become type 1 diabetes, they use their insulin shots to eat the worst of any population on the planet.
So true.
And I am not going to even think about telling this type of culture that they should fast. It'll come back and whip in my face so fast. If I was doing this with, if somebody has type 1 diabetes, they need to do a Perfect Day consultation. We will handhold them every step of the way, and I want to know that they're also testing themselves.
Yeah.
Right? And
They
they have
need
a
to be
doctor,
monitoring.
that's working with them.
Yeah.
Because I will tell you right now, I have never seen a culture of people so abusive, not knowing it, so abusive to their bodies, and on so many bloody drugs.
It's true.
Okay. That's where I stand. I stand in a place that, wow, I'm not playing Russian roulette with anybody's body. There you go.
Yeah. Next question is from Mel. Hi, there are a few things I'm not sure I can do during a fast. Can I use toothpaste? Natural, of course. Essential oils in the mouth. Hydrogen peroxide in my water pick. And can I drink baking soda water for anxiety to calm my stomach? Let's stop there and then I'll read the rest after.
Okay, so the baking soda, if you were really feeling heartburn, really acidic or something like that, we would do baking soda. Okay, but we don't need to do it when we're doing this. We don't want to do it.
Yeah.
The essential oils, yes, you can use essential oils. They're high vibrational, and
It's a more of a frequency as well. It's not really anything other than just the essence. So it's not like it's going to really trigger anything. And if you're just using them in your mouth and not like,
well, but
you can
we
even
also
put them in your water.
we
though,
have
like,
we have people drinking
This-
essential oils in
Yeah.
their water, and why is that? Because we want the vibration to be high, the
Yeah.
detox to be high. Is it turning on your digestive tract? No, because essential oils
Sure.
do not take energy. They go right into the tissues
Yeah.
fast.
So we have the cinnamon, the lemon lift, so super
And the
cinnamon,
orange.
lemon lift, and orange burst. Those are the ones we put in the water. If you're using them in your mouth, of course,
And I
you
will
can
tell
do
you-
whatever ones.
That there's a lot of people that could not have gotten through the fast without the cinnamon
Yeah,
because it balanced the blood sugar level this fast.
it's so
okay?
amazing.
This fast.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and it gives you a little bit of flavor too, which is good for people who are having a hard time with that.
You know what? We all have emotional
Yeah.
attachments. So let's do it this way. No, you got to do it this way and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, they fail. Or we go do it this way, and then the next time, you know what? Each time you make a path,
Slowly progress.
that path becomes into a sidewalk. Sidewalk turns into a one-way street. Then it turns into a two-way, and then it turns into a super highway. And guess what? I got this. So let's go where we need to go to get this thing started. It's not all or nothing.
All right. So those are all fine. The hydrogen peroxide in the water pick is fine. I'm also wondering if I should continue IV vitamin C during fast. Actually would like your opinion on IV vitamin C, especially after 2 years of use for stage 4 cancer. Lastly, what energy medicine device you sell would be most benefit for my condition?
Well, right off the bat, we're always talking about the Avicen.
Yeah.
It's all about circulation. You know, that is our go-to, isn't it? And anybody can do it. And you would do it a half an hour, four times a day.
Yeah.
Anybody can do it. You put your hand in it, and we'll, you know what we'll do? We'll actually, if it's, so the next time, anything that anybody talks about, we'll show it. We'll just show it. And we're not going to show it because we need to sell Avicens. We're just going to show you, okay? All right?
So they know.
We're going to show you the products that people are talking about. So each time that somebody asks a question,
We'll have
the
to-
next show we'll actually bring the product on and just talk about it. And if you want to know about the Avicen, go to the library and look inside the Energy Medicine Guide and watch the microcirculation video, and you'll see about Avicen. Okay?
And then vitamin C during a fast, I wouldn't. I would just do it personally. I would stick with doing it after the fast is done. But
Sometimes too much is too much, and if
Yeah.
you really want your vitamin C to really kick butt, stop it during the fast and then do it later.
Awesome, and because that's your stem cells are going to be jacked up, your HGH, so you're going to be able to utilize it better.
Sure, absolutely.
Next question from Katie. What are your thoughts on medicinal mushrooms for health, healing, and performance?
I think they're wonderful. And the other thing is, always know that if you pick a mushroom that grows out of a tree, it's healthy for you. The other ones are debatable, but isn't that amazing? Gotta love the trees, right?
Yeah.
They'll only grow what we need to eat.
Totally.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there you go.
Go
Next.
mushroom picking. All right, next one from Katie again. What would you be doing if you had low iron?
I'd be looking after my large intestine. I'd be on tummy love and daily cleansing tea.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much. And I'd also be looking at coffee enemas.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be doing. And I'd also look at Divine Vine or ATP to bring my energy levels up. Because it's always the intestine that's the troublemaker. You know, a lot of people will be taking iron supplements and they can't get it up. And they can't get it up because they can't get it in.
So my iron was low. I did supplements, so what happened was I had to take antibiotics. I had almost got sepsis in my kidneys. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Really bad one.
I remember.
So I had to take them, unfortunately, but I did like a major reset because I was like, I'm not letting this take me down. So I just did juicing and smoothies for like a really long time. Wasn't taking in enough plant-based proteins. My iron went really low because of the antibiotics. It just wrecked my bacteria, right? And so I started taking an iron supplement and eating a lot more iron-rich foods. The supplements were always irritating my stomach, couldn't really handle them that well. But my iron went up. It was at 14, I went to 32 within a couple months of just bringing in the right foods. And then I started taking, when we got all the humic, the tummy love, the fulvic, the black gold, that's when I got retested and it was like normal range. It's because I actually fixed the inner train and my bacteria were actually able to absorb them and utilize them and put them where they needed to be.
Right.
Yeah, so that is the holy grail, is just take care of the gut.
I just wanted to say this. It might sound corny, but we love you guys, and we want the best for you, and that's all.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. We just want you to allow yourself to have the best. We're not saying we're the best for you, but find it.
We want to give you the best.
Find your best. Find your best, okay? Because you are the best.
Next from Don Miranda. I have an ear infection. What can I do to help? I get them a few times a year. Thank you. So for ear
Well, first of all, how's the scary dairy? How's the gluten? How's the wine? Okay, so, and the sugar. So let's make sure we got rid of those.
Yeah.
And if you have them a few times a year, then we know there's physical blocks. So you've got lots of scar tissue crystallization in there already.
She's a client of mine too.
Really?
Yeah. She's from here in Kelowna.
Well, there you go. Then
So-
wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
So come in for an ear treatment as well.
That's right. Well, and you know what? Yeah, come on in, and when you come in, Abby will let me know, and I'll come into
Yeah.
the room.
We'll come in,
And-
we'll do some energy medicine work with our pre-care. You've done the pelvic expander, but we do the Avicin and the
light.
Bioptron light, and then we do some stuff with the ear using the silver and the fulvic.
And we'll do that pre this, and then we'll show you how to do it at home, even without the equipment. You can
Yeah.
still do it. And then between Abby and I, we'll just come on in.
Yeah.
We'll go in that ear. You'll be hearing all right.
Oh yeah, that infection will
Yeah.
be packing its bags.
That's it.
All right.
She be gone.
Next is from Katya. Hi, Dr. Wolfe and Abby. My questions are about the belly button therapy. What position is the most beneficial to do it in? Lying down or standing up?
You know what?
Also, is it okay to do it for more than 5 minutes per session?
Absolutely, but don't bruise your little belly button,
Yeah.
okay? So what happens is the subconscious, when you ever bring anything into your life, will say, overdo it, because it tries to make you fall. It's like, I'm going to take 3 steps instead of 1 step, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you trip. So just know that if a person puts it in there and they go, oh my God, I'm so sore, that means you need it. But go gentle, just even like a light little stroke, right? Okay? All right, and I think what we'll do next time,
Should we show it? Or?
we'll show it. We'll show
Okay.
the belly button. We'll do the belly button the next show. We'll show the Avicin.
Also, you can do lying down or standing up, whatever is more comfortable for you. You are probably going to get in deeper and be more relaxed lying down. Whenever we do it in clinic, it's standing.
It's
but-
2 different things though.
Yeah.
I would try to do both. And you know what? In the morning, before you get out of bed, do it. And then before you go into bed at night, do it standing up. Try that. I guarantee you're going to go in there. And understand something. What turns on the mesentery or the peritoneum, which wraps around your organs, which holds 90% of your energy, making it and storing it in the human body, which is the second brain. What's the best way to trigger it? Go play with your belly button.
Go poke it.
Go poke that belly button with the belly button. Okay? And understand something. So we are now making the pelvic expanders in the United States along with the belly button kits. And what we're going to be doing is giving a free belly button with every pelvic expander.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to know about that, we'll have them up online, but we got to take pictures and get it all together. Just so much going on. We wanted to have this up like a year ago, but we're getting it all together now.
On its way.
Yeah, and so the reality is if you want to call the office, we can tell you they're not expensive. You'll want to get one. You'll need a massage table. Go on Kijiji, go on Craigslist, or get a table that has legs that you can lie on, and then you use the pelvic expander to have the one leg up and the other one to hang. Let me tell you something. 15 minutes each leg is more than an hour and a half of yoga for the body. And it will open up prostate problem, bladder problem, uterine problems, endometriosis, bowel problems, hip problems, low back problems, neck problems. Oh, guys, you know what? This is a weapon. And I'll tell you, people are not, other therapists aren't going to like it because it's really...
it's life-changing.
It's life-changing. We are going to give you things that are going to change your life, like squatting properly, and because they took that away from you when they gave us the calf raises. We've got an exercise program that beats it all.
We do.
we actually do.
Yeah.
Okay. You're taught to buy big equipment. You're taught to go to the gym, and you don't need any of it. But if you like going to the gym, go. But guess what? More injuries come from the gym than anywhere else. All right.
Next question is from Julie. Hello to you, Bull. Oh, we already answered that one. Oh, actually, no. Never mind. Sorry.
How many more
question.
do we have?
We're at 30 and there's 35.
5 more.
6 more.
6 more.
Hello to you both. How often should one do the coffee enema? So we already answered that part, but is it the same for the teenagers or for teenagers?
Oh no, they're going to detox. For one thing, you're going to cut the amount of coffee that you put into the coffee enema.
Yeah.
Go by their weight. The next thing is they're gonna need less because they're not all crusty and rusty like us.
Exactly. So I would just do 1 tablespoon for a teenager.
Yeah, and wow, they're gonna be like, where did I get all this energy? And it
Yeah.
won't be from the coffee. It'll be because their liver will be just going
Yeah.
boom.
So like a day, like I would, if I was still a teenager and if I had like a soccer game, I would do a coffee enema that morning, and then the soccer game in the evening. You'd have like the best energy ever. Take some
Yeah.
ATP plus.
And do the pelvic expander for
Yeah.
your kids. And then have them do the belly button therapy.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to get injured. They're not going to get injured.
No superhuman children.
Yeah.
Next is from Lori Parker.
Yeah.
You up for a challenge? I was hit by a car walking on sidewalk, whiplash, ribs bruised, one was completely out, caused oximeter of 82, now 98, but took months to raise it. Spine has a C on it from impact. Knee still has inflammation in them, getting MRIs soon. I would love you to use me as a teaching tool to teach others. I love what you both do. I don't want surgery. I just need deep tissue to get healed. I need to schedule a consultation with you, Dr. Wolfe. I know you are busy. Maybe when things slow down for you, I gotta get a passport.
Okay, first of all, they're never going to slow down. And I'm never too busy to do a consultation.
Or for anything.
Yeah, I'm not too busy for anybody. Remember something, we're always going to be busy because we love what we do and we do what we love.
But
and that's it.
You're a part of that.
No, you are that.
Exactly.
They are that.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, so that's, forget about that
Yeah,
part.
so you take care of everything on your end, get your passport, get things sorted out, give us a call, and we're here for you.
But just understand something too. Just so everybody knows, oh, you forgot to say that, didn't you?
What?
Yeah, everybody, if anybody's watching this, we did shut the course down for Kelowna.
Oh, yeah.
We got like about
Jammed.
20 people that want to come right now and we can't do it. We do not, we have a limit because we like to keep things really personal in our courses. Next thing I'm going to say is this. We will be in San Antonio in February. We'll be there for 3 weeks and we'll be doing deep tissues. So if you live in the Texas area or you want to get worked on,
Yeah.
then you come there. We're going to help you. And we'll have 3 therapists there that will be able to do that.
Yeah.
Okay? And they will be, depending on how many we get, they'll actually come in a few days early and stay a few days after.
Yeah.
So that's the deal. So,
So for San Antonio area, if anybody is already interested in booking appointments for when we are there.
yeah,
give us-
February is going to come pretty quick.
Yeah, give us a call at the clinic so that we can start organizing it so we can give you
We'll
everything
take
you
your
need.
names and then, because we can only do so many people.
Yeah.
So we'll take your names and then we'll call you when we get closer and then we'll book it and we'll nail that schedule down really tight.
Yeah.
Okay? All right.
All right. And we'll be in potentially London in April, but then we for sure have locked down Palm Springs in June.
In June, we're in Palm Springs and
and then
then
Orlando.
in September.
Yeah. So
same
for all
thing.
of those,
Same
we'll
thing.
be doing the same thing.
We'll be doing deep tissue treatments and you tell us one treatment you're going to go.
Consultations, non-surgical, whatever it is.
Yeah, we'll be
We're-
doing it all.
Yeah.
It's like we bring the clinic down there to you.
Yeah.
Okay, for 3 weeks. Well, actually, we're almost there we'll be there for almost 4 weeks.
Yeah. Especially if we're staying a couple extra
Yeah.
days. So
Yeah.
next is from Katia. When do you expect the EMF blue light protection necklaces to be available on your website?
Oh, I don't know. They're on my
you
neck.
even thought about having them in different color.
Oh,
Mother Abby's is beautiful, isn't it? It's so pretty. It's pink.
yeah.
I'm
see,
so happy.
and
I love
hers
it.
is flat.
Yeah, mine's
see,
flat, so
And mine is round.
I don't know if you can see.
Okay.
Like,
And I tell you, these come with a money back guarantee, everyone.
wait, maybe if I hold it up.
You know,
Light.
because I'll tell you something, you've never worn anything that works like this.
No, I can't.
Abby,
hold it.
why don't you tell them some of the things that are happening with people wearing these? And we're not making this stuff up, guys, okay?
Yeah,
so
so-
just know that.
I was talking with the inventor of them the other day, and so he was just giving me a little.
We'll be doing a
update on
show.
them.
We're going to be doing a show and having him on in 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's so amazing. So,
Yes.
it helped with regulating blood pressure. So for low blood pressure and high blood pressure.
Thyroid,
Thyroid.
balancing thyroid.
Yeah, there was a lady who was gonna have to go on dialysis. Her kidneys were completely failing, and and a few days later, she went to get tested, and her kidneys were functioning perfect. Like, that's insane. That's not heard of. Like, that's
No.
amazing. And then for skin, he said that people with pimples and acne, their skin cleared up after wearing it. I don't remember how long he said it took, but
Just know this, all the symptoms that you get from Wi-Fi, 5G, Okay, this protects the body.
Honestly,
this is a bodyguard. This is called the bodyguard.
And you can feel such a difference. I put it on, and all weekend I just felt so calm and peaceful, and I could honestly feel it reprogramming things in my body. I don't know how to explain the feeling I felt, but I could just feel shifts and changes.
So make sure you put it down. We'll show you all the colors on Monday.
Yeah.
A week from today. We'll show you the colors and just show them to you quickly. This is not a this is not a commercial.
Give you.
And we'll show you the colors, and we'll show you the one for the house as well. You can get one for your like a room, your bedroom, or you can one for your office. And wait till you see it. These are all crystal, and these are gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a
these
quartz
are beautiful.
crystal, and then it's like programmed with radionics.
Yeah, it's programmed. It's radionics, and yeah.
I don't know exactly how he does it, but it's amazing.
And like I said, we have a money back guarantee on this stuff because it's too good to be true. So then when you use it, then let your body decide.
Yeah, and it's too good to be true, but it's true. So we're able to offer that. So okay, next is from Angel. Hi, Dr. Wolfe and Abby. My husband suffers with deviated septum, sinus problems for 25 years, and all he eats has no taste, cannot smell, and sleeping is a nightmare. Snoring, not breathing well. He thought about surgery many times. Do you have any solution or should he get surgery?
First of all, as far as the sinuses go, give me 15 to 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. Right, Abby?
It's simple.
That's it. He's got so much scar tissue in here. And also, if it wasn't street drugs, it was pharmaceutical drugs, or it was alcohol, or it was something that knocked his senses out. Okay? Fasting is the way to go with him.
Could it be all the scar tissue blockages in the
Definitely.
sinuses that are causing the no smell?
Definitely, but why did he get that?
Yeah.
He's not cursed.
No, of course. It was because of the lifestyle choices.
Yeah, it was the lifestyle choices.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, wherever you live, if you get them, 20 minutes, I'll do one side, and
it's so amazing.
And he's just going to go, whoa.
Yeah.
You're going to find scar tissue about a 1/4 inch thick, all wrapped around his sinuses in here, and up through here as well.
Yeah.
And we're going to loosen it up in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Another thing too, make sure he's following the perfect day. No inflammatory foods, dairy, gluten, alcohol, sugar. Those are the 4 worst things for sinuses.
And make sure there's you're not living in a house with mold when you've got this.
Totally. And then I would be doing the nebulizer.
And if he's on dairy, forget it.
Yeah.
If he drinks Bailey's, forget it.
Yeah.
Anything like that, alcohol and dairy, cheese and
preservatives, like things like you were talking about Chinese food. Oh my God, sinus congestion from like the MSG and different stuff.
Yeah, anything that puts you on fire.
Yeah. So anti-inflammatory diet.
You put yourself on fire so much you burnt your senses out, but it can come back.
Yeah.
It can come back. You got to get rid of the crystallization, scar tissue formation in that area.
Yeah. And nebulizing the silver and the fulvic.
Oh my gosh. Get him a nebulizer, get him on the silver bullet, get him on the fulvic right away. And you know what he's going to say? Wow. It's like putting the fire out.
Mm-hmm. And there's no need for the surgery unless
oh, you're going to go for surgery again.
Yeah.
Remember what a surgery caused more than anything else?
Adhesions.
Adhesions.
Scar tissues.
Okay.
So,
that's them saying it, not us.
Yeah. So there isn't a need unless somebody, it was an accident and then needed emergency surgery, then sure. But
I don't know about you, but I drink a lot of water and I have to go to the bathroom. So hurry up with these questions.
Sandy, how would you heal Hashimoto's disease?
Okay. Well, first of all, we need to take a look at the emotional health of this person.
Yeah.
Because that's really where it came from. And guess what? Think about it. If it's not you, think about the terror and the things that you think are going to go wrong that don't go wrong, and the things that you worry about. Tell me that's not true.
Next question.
That's the underlying root.
It is.
And then we're going to look at the diet and everything else. But I'll tell you something. If we did the diet and also you want to get on Divine Vine.
I was just going to say Divine Vine would be the product of choice. But
choice.
And then this?
Of course. You see where I have mine hanging? Right here.
On the thyroid.
There's a reason for it.
Also, you could do frankincense or any essential oil, just rubbing it on your thyroid as well. Next question from Julie. Where can I find one of the necklaces and the bracelets you are wearing on your website? So they're not up yet. You can call in for the bracelets and the necklace. right?
Well, the necklace, you could call in today and they'll sell it to you if you want. It's not going to be on the website.
Yeah, it's just
And
going
then
to take some time.
They're going to have to. They're going to ask you what color you want, but.
Yeah, so it comes in like the purple, but I don't know. They don't want us doing this. Sorry, team.
We get ourselves in trouble. Hey, you know what?
Just call them.
Call
They'll
them,
be
but
fine.
we didn't tell you, okay? Don't say Darrell said it. Say
No.
Abby said it.
No.
Say Abby said it.
Say Sage said it.
Yeah, say Sage said it.
It's good.
Yeah, do it. Come on,
Sage said it's okay.
Listen. Nobody down there watches the show.
It's fine.
So just say Sage said it. Just for the joke, okay?
Thank you.
Good.
Thanks.
Drake, don't you say anything.
Drake.
Okay. All
Secrets. Okay. Next is from Renee. I am saying the Braveheart oath and using the bracelet repeatedly to help myself out of a pattern I feel stuck in, like making efforts to help my health and life situation, but keep feeling like my efforts don't matter and I don't make things worse. This keeps happening. So I feel like not repeating the oath and using the bracelet sometimes because I think, what's the point? Asking how to stay upbeat and positive when life keeps showing me the opposite. I don't feel the self-love or the goodness of life at times, or supported by the divine. How does one feel encouraged when feeling down and defeated by life?
If you could just get this, that you cannot trust yourself. You cannot trust yourself right now because it's not you. You think it's you. These are just programs that were downloaded without your consent.
Honestly, I was
So
there.
get pissed off, get angry about that for a few minutes and go, this is leaving. And let your subconscious know that.
Everybody goes through that though.
It's the game.
That's
You
a part
said
of
you
it.
could come here and play this crazy game called Earth.
It's a part of it, and just keep working
Yeah.
keep working towards your goal, and just know that it is all going to work out. And every time those negative thoughts do come in, don't think that this isn't working, because it takes a lot of programming to get that thought to change.
And you were taught to be impatient. Let me tell you something.
Oh, that's
Do you remember when the internet first came up and we would only have dial-up? Holy
It took
crap.
like half hour for a website to come up?
Yeah, and today, if it takes more than 3 seconds, we already have the gun out.
We're like, I'll check on my phone. See if that's faster.
Yeah, and guess what? Did you notice something? Everything that has made things faster, we have less time now. We have less time in our day.
Yeah, even like tap your debit card, deposit your check on your phone.
And we have no time.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You've been taught to drive yourself crazy, monkey minds.
And the thing is time is an illusion. And when you are in the present moment, you have all the time in the world.
And guess what? All the things that you think you need to do, you don't. And guess what? You need to start saying no where you say yes, and say yes where you say no, because you're saying no to yourself and yes to the world because you think the world is going to give you some kind of payoff.
Yeah.
And they're not going to give you any payoff.
And start paying attention to time wasters. What are the things that are wasting your time like this and different things? And start writing them down. Start making a journal and logging yourself and seeing where certain events are taking place that are causing you to go the other way. And I know Darrell has to pee, so Paulina Santos, how would you help change someone's beliefs?
Well,
you can't
first of
change
all,
anybody.
you can't change anybody's beliefs. And guess
They
what?
have to change them themselves.
Their beliefs will change once yours is changed. And when's the last time you truly helped someone change? You didn't. When's the last time you helped somebody heal? You can give them the information like we're doing with you, but we're not your healers. We don't heal you. Okay? And just, wear that love band. And you know what? If you would honor yourself, Paula, more and do more mirror work in the car, in the bathroom, and if it's your partner, do the couples connection. And we need to we need to take a picture of that.
Okay.
And get it into the book.
Done.
So just do more of the Braveheart 12 steps and honor those, no matter who laughs at you, criticizes you, puts you down in the family, because they don't mean to do that. That's their subconscious. If you hold the line, then you'll be the change that you wish to see.
Exactly, and that's all it is you have to be the change. And so if you're looking to change someone else's beliefs, change yours to match what you want that belief to be.
That's right.
And if you're looking to change your beliefs, then...
And guess what? People that are out to change other people haven't changed themselves yet.
Yeah. So look within. Lori Parker, what about sinuses? Issues where people get bloody noses and bleeds frequently.
Okay, well, first of all, guess what? When you bleed from your nose, and that happens frequently, that's high blood pressure. You know, do you ever see a whale blowing off? Mm-hmm. Well, that's you got to blow off. Mm-hmm. You know, when somebody has high blood pressure, you know, I used to do acupuncture all the time. And with somebody with high blood pressure, I would just give them a little needle on the toe. I don't anymore. Haven't done it for years. And we would just take one drip of blood out of the toe, check their blood pressure, and it was down right away. Okay, so understand. So you got to blow it off.
Yeah.
Just like when there's bleeding from different orifice, that's your body saying, we've got to bleed this poison out.
That's what
we
a
got to
period
get the
is.
pressure out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, if it's I know sometimes I'll get nosebleeds in the winter because I get a dry patch on the inner part of my nose, but that's just a matter of because I did have surgery, so it's the scar tissue from the surgery, so it's just a matter of trying to get inside to get rid of the scar tissue. Last question from ChipNonk50 Instagram question. If I come to Canada, how many days would it take to get scar tissue treatment from radiation on the lung? I'm gonna assume that is lungs. On the lungs, plus I had my gallbladder removed. I am type O. How much would it cost?
We like everybody to come for 5 days. They come in on usually a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday morning. Then they leave usually on a Saturday morning. Some people will stay here for 10 days. Some will even stay up to 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. So understand something for yourself. 5 days would be great. Look, you're not coming in just to remove that. You're coming in to also remove beliefs. Mm-hmm. You're coming in to set new patterns. And it depends on what you're needing. If you're not coming in for training, just coming in for treatment, then we're looking at, again, 10 hours of therapy.
Yeah.
And then are you coming in for any emotional, nutritional counseling? But, you know, and then you just have the condo fee, which is not expensive. So go to personal treatment and training and take a look at treatments on itioh.com.
Yep.
And you'll get information, and then call us. Don't be shy. We're not going to try to talk you into anything. We're just going to help you build a protocol.
Mm-hmm. And that's our last question. So thank you so much for everybody for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We're getting our way up to 10,000 subscribers. So definitely help us
100,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. 100,000.
And the other thing is we won't be back here until when?
Sorry.
What?
I'm just had to cough.
Okay.
Next Monday.
I
did do too much talking.
3 o'clock. So it'll be 3 o'clock from now on because we've had so many requests, like I said. And I hope it works out for everyone because it seemed like everybody wanted it. Yeah. All right? So understand something, okay? The power is yours. No, it isn't. It's everybody else's until you decide and you demand to take it back. And remember something. What are you going to do to protect yourself from yourself? Okay? Think about that today. Mm-hmm. Because you need to protect yourself from yourself. Because you're everybody else until you created your own beliefs, right? And you're not even there yet because you'll know when you're there. You will feel so powerful and so beautiful, and you will know that it's okay to love yourself even if the world decides not to love itself. Yeah. God bless.
God bless. And check out what filters you have set in place in your life.
Yeah, because you need filters.
Yeah.
In your mind and in your body. Okay? And check out our library if you haven't. And if you want to sign up for our Braveheart training, go to braveheartfree.com. And like I said, we're full for our 21-day combined course in Kelowna.
Check out San Antonio.
San Antonio's now half full.
Palm Springs.
So if you're thinking about it, you might want to do it. February. God bless.
See you next time.
If you're looking for life-saving and life-changing information, well, you've come to the right place. Don't forget to click and subscribe. Stay connected.